Hey everybody, GC Performance here, back with another video. Damn, I'm looking swole. We have the release of the brand new SRAM Force, or should we say the revamp of the SRAM Force Axis. We're going to take a deep dive look into this group set today. We're going to also talk about, firstly, what this means for the unveiling or the revamp of the SRAM Red group set, because of the fact that this SRAM Force looks so similar to SRAM Red, where this leads for that. Talk about some of the things I like, some of the things I don't like, some of the things you may have missed. But SRAM Force did a great job of making what used to be a dull-looking group set and really wasn't considered a mid-tier group, and they pizzazzed it up, and now it looks fast. It looks like it replaced SRAM Red altogether. You got the black chain rings, you got the really nice-looking sleek group set, you got the rainbow chain cassette, which I don't think a lot of people have seen, but I got a picture of it right here. Boom, right there. Oh no, where'd that go? Boom, right here. So I can't wait to see that on a bike because it's going to pair well with all the decals they have on there. A lot of people liked it. There's some things that they changed. They made a power meter, a dual-sided power meter for chain rings, half the price of what it used to be for SRAM Red. We're going to get into all of it. So, but before I do anything, let's start off with where does this leave SRAM Red? Because this new launch of SRAM Force, the revamp of it, it's still a 12-speed. It's still the same platform. It's still the same batteries. They changed the shifter hoods, yes, but it's the exact same group set as what it was before, just with some tweaking to it. It's the same price point as well, so that's good for consumers. Similar gearing as well. Nothing changed really there. But where does this leave SRAM Red? And I got a feeling that SRAM Red, or what SRAM's about to do, is they're going to make a big separation between tiers of group sets. Before, and Shimano also does this as well, before, I used to always say this: Rival, Force, Red, same software, same batteries, same mechanism, same motors, everything like that. The group sets were so similar that sometimes people would choose the cheaper tier and just swap out parts that they wanted to. I got a feeling that you're going to start seeing SRAM put big differences between the Rival group set, which is $1,600, $2,600 for Force Axis, and I got a feeling that when they release this Red, that they're going to change it significantly. It might be much lighter. It might even be a different platform altogether in terms of shifting. And I do have some pretty good guesses here, guys, okay? I work in the industry. I hear a lot of people talking. I hear a lot of feedback from stores. I hear a lot of feedback from reps. There already has been sneak peeks of what SRAM Red looks like, and it still looks nothing like this Force. And just so you guys know, I did call them taking that Rival shifter hood and implementing it into their Force or their higher end stuff a while ago. 2 months, 3 months. I have a video here from 2 months ago. This is me saying right here that there was no reason why they had a beautiful system like SRAM Red and SRAM Force. They already had the shifter hoods laid out. They already had everything mapped. But they took this Rival and they made it smaller for no reason. They wanted customer feedback. And if it was good, they were going to implement it into the Force. Let's listen real quick. All right, guys? That this is the new stuff. And I've mentioned this before. I think there's going to be changes to the hoods completely for the SRAM Red and SRAM Force. Should be no reason why SRAM already had a SRAM Red and SRAM Force group set out with these big, bulky shifters that people do like.
Damn, that guy's sexy.
And they take their Rival, this new release Rival 12-speed Axis group set.
God damn.
Completely change hood ergonomics.
Yeah.
It's like, why do you change that if you already have your map paved out? Like Shimano follows Durace, Ultegra, and 105. They're all the same hood shape, all the same ergonomics. Why do you take the Rival group set, release it last, and change the hood ergonomics? Exactly. So basically what I was saying is they wanted to change it because they got better feedback from smaller hoods. Some people said they liked the SRAM Red hoods, but they were bulkier, so they want to make them sleeker, they want to make them lighter. So I think that is a good thing. I mean, the group set looks phenomenal. I do prefer the shape of the Rival hoods better. And then also, I think that for SRAM Red, I mean, we can already see prototypes of this right here. This is spy photos from Team Movie Star riding what looks to be new SRAM Red shifters, okay? This was a while ago. This is December 21st, 2022. I did a video on this group set already. But this is on a pro team's bike while they're riding SRAM Red, which looks nothing like the SRAM Force they showed before. Looks very long, elongated, very lightweight. And this looks old school SRAM Red. Small shifter hoods, very small reservoir for hydraulic fluid. We go down here to another picture. We can see here we have the SRAM Red crank, SRAM Red rear derailleur, but different hoods, longer shifter shape on there. So I have a feeling that something else is going to come out for SRAM Red. new button right here. Like see, it even says it, new button. No, but this could be something lighter. And I always said this before, SRAM used to be the groundbreaking for super lightweight, super efficient shifting. You slap that thing, it would shift where it wants to be. I think SRAM really does want to retake that dominance. So I think SRAM Force is going to take over what SRAM Red is, because pretty much right now Force is a direct carbon copy of what SRAM Red is. And I think they're going to make SRAM Red even way more premium. Might slap a little bit more of a heavier price tag on there, but this looks like SRAM Red. This looks like a SRAM Red chainring. This looks like a SRAM Red derailleur. That it all looks like that. But so let's talk about, now that we know where I think is going to happen with SRAM Red, neither confirmed nor denied, and SRAM Force just kind of dropped this out of nowhere. Now let's take a look at what I like what they did with this SRAM Force group set. First and foremost, they kept the price the same at $2,600. I think that was great. At a time where everything is being price raised and consumers are expecting this to happen, I think it was a great call to do so. 2, the shifter hood shape. SRAM Force and SRAM Red shifter hoods, they were all right. They were really bulky. They looked, the shifter head themselves looked very bulky. I had feedback from the people that told me they liked them. They were riding it, and maybe they were forced to say they liked it. But that's neither here nor there. I think the SRAM Rival is a more ergonomic shape. I think it's a better form shifting shape. The carbon lever blades are smaller. The shifter pads are smaller as well. Going down here as well, the chainrings. Aesthetically pleasing, the all black look, the sleek look, a redesign on there. They brought down the price point of a 2x power meter, which is insane. They gave the SRAM Force logo a rainbow tint on there as well. The big thing, the front derailleur. If you guys did not know, SRAM has had some pretty bad hate from pros, from riders, from shops about that SRAM Red derailleur, about dropping from big chainring to small chainring, shifting up from small chainring to big chainring. I think we all seen this video once or twice. Let's just listen real quick. So that was a pro rider that didn't like SRAM at the time. So their whole idea behind this, more accurate front shifts. They completely redesigned the front cage of that front derailleur. They made it more efficient for shifting up and down. Companies can proclaim whatever they want to do until they have it in real test situations on the field for consumers to try out and shops to try out. That's what's really going to show. But at least they're taking the initiative, talking about it, and working towards trying to make it better. They've always had this yaw, front yaw adjustment for the front derailleur. What the design is on there is that there is no need for auto trimming like Di2 has it, because of the fact that it's shifting where like the back stays to the side and goes down for different yaw angles. So it's supposed to not have any front derailleur rub no matter where you are. Like I mentioned before, the front chainring right here, this is a game changer. I don't think you guys understand. This same chainring in SRAM Red is $880 for a 2x, and it's in silver with a power meter. Now you can get this whole chainring in SRAM Force in a black version with a power meter on there for $440, and it does left and right power meter options. Crazy. It's also sleeker. It took away that whole SRAM Force, the crank on there. It looked so dull and bulky before. It looked, let's see right here, SRAM Force, Axis 2022 crank. It looked very, very dated. It didn't look premium. It didn't look mid-tier. It looked dull with that SRAM Force right there. They got rid of that. They still have the capabilities to do direct mount, but they actually made it come with a direct mount chainring now, which was great. So big shout out to them. You can get it with a power meter, without a power meter. Same chain ratios that you want on the SRAM Red as well. So if you do enjoy that, you can go to that option as well. And it's a benefit to people who have SRAM Red, because now you can get a cheaper chainring option for racing. If you have to replace it, it's black, it's a different aesthetic. Everything that is great. Shifter hoods themselves, like I mentioned before, these are almost like an exact copy of SRAM Rival. I think they are exact copy of SRAM Rival with just some better shadings on there. They took away the plug-in ports for the blips. These are now able to be paired wirelessly with their wireless shifters that they have. So if you want to pair a different, like a climbing shifter or a sprint shifter on your bike, they have wireless satellite shifters now that can be paired with this. So there is no more need for this big, bulky hood like the old Force and the old Red. You now have this option, which is great. They have the new paddle shifting, which they say is better for clearance as well. So when you're riding with your hands on the hoods, you can go to squeeze the brakes. It's not going to jam your middle finger, or your ring finger, and your pinky finger. Small things like that. But this, I mean, I was reading this whole thing, and it just says like, hey, redesign, sleeker, everything. I love how they don't mention the word rival at all, because rival insinuates that it's cheap. But the whole design this is literally a rival shifter. So it is what it is. The 2x power meters, like I said, by integrating powers left and right, yada yada yada. Very nice. They also have a 1x option as well. If you want to run 1x, they give you that situation like they have from Rival, where it is a AAA battery on there to plug into that non-drive crank, which I think is a great option as well. Road gearing. This is another change right here. This, to a lot of people, isn't a big deal. But to us in Florida, they took away our loved 1026 cassette. 1026 is almost a must in South Florida. You see everyone who's fast on the road. Hey, girl, what's up? You see everyone who's fast on the road with a 1026 cassette. I know it's not needed in the whole country. I know it's not needed in the whole world. Probably no one will actually really care about it. But because they're phasing out, I miss it. I have an ample supply at the store still, but I think they're going to go soon. So they got rid of the 1026. They have a 1028, 1030, 1033, and a 1036. Really, they just got rid of the 1026, added the 1030 for more of a middle range cassette. And it is yada, 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 better. But other than that, the hydraulic disc brake calipers, I'm sure, are going to feel exactly the same what they used to feel like the SRAM Rival. There's no difference to the change of the dot fluid. It's the dot fluid 5.1. The disc brake calipers look very similar to what the Force and the Rival used to be as well. So I don't think it's going to be there. They do have reach adjustment now for your fingers, so that way you can go ahead and bring the paddles in if it's too far out. And they changed the rotors as well to a paceline rotor. I prefer the SRAM Force and SRAM Red SRAM Force and SRAM Red rotors with that black look to them. I think it looks sleek. But, you know, they're going to do everything they can to change something to it. Other than that, that's about it. Oh, also, I have one more thing. I don't know if anyone's shown this yet. I don't know if this is available yet. But I believe they're going for something like this, which is a quad charger for your batteries, which would be great because of the fact that a lot of your bikes have 2 batteries on there, so you want to not have 1 battery on there, so you can charge multiple batteries at one time, which would be great. And then plus the rainbow cassette. This is supposed to be rumored to come out soon. I don't know when it's going to be coming out. All these bikes coming out there. But I want to see them bring the whole color line of what they have right now for their mountain bike range. The gold, the copper, the black, the rainbow. I want to see them bring that to the road line. I want gold cassettes. I want copper cassettes. I want color options. You'll gain a whole massive amount of consumers going over there just to be different, to utilize that kind of color pattern to match their bikes. I know it sounds dumb. I work in the industry. I hear it all the time. People come to my store to buy stupid valve caps that are different colors, stupid stem caps, stupid things like this. They like change. They like to be different. So give them those options. I think it'll be huge. I'm a big fan of this rainbow chameleon color. I think it'll be a nice touch to them. So, but anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below. Let me know if you guys are excited for this group set. I'm excited to see what bikes are price point at. I actually already saw, I believe, a Cannondale, the new System 6 that just got released. The Ultegra Di2 was $5,500, and the exact same model with the new SRAM Force Axis was $6,500, $1,000 more. I don't know why. Maybe because of the power meter, I'm guessing. But I'm curious to see how they price point out this group set on bikes and where it's going to lay into line. $6,500 for a mid-tier bike ain't bad, especially for that new Cannondale bike. So. But I'm excited to see what Specialized does and what other companies do with this as well. Thank you guys again so much for watching. It's been great. I'll see you guys next video. Oh. If you guys know a SRAM rep or anyone SRAM marketing that can reach out to me, I want my hands on this group set. I work at a store. I'm not like these other YouTubers that get it for free or whatever and get their hands on it. I'll buy it for my cost for the shop, and I'll sell it to my store, and I'll sign an NDA for it. Work with me here. I don't know why I don't get my hands on this stuff. I want to touch it, I want to feel it, I want to play with it, I want to weigh it, I want to show off to consumers. If there's anyone out there, please get me in contact, because a lot of these guys, man, they don't know information like I do. See you guys later.